Hey, it's Natalie from Ecom Academy, and today I'm going to show you how you can publish content on Facebook and Instagram using Facebook's Creator Studio, including publishing Reels. Okay, so I am in the back end of Facebook Creator Studio, and at the top you'll see a Facebook sign and an Instagram sign, and this is just the separation for the management of each of them. So right now I am on the Instagram management side, and I'm in the content library, and here is where I can see all of my content. So I can filter my content by scheduled posts, published posts, draft. To the right side, I can choose to see my content that is just videos, photos, carousels, etc. So to schedule or publish an Instagram post, you will navigate to the left side where the green button says Create Post. And on the drop down, you'll see an option to select Instagram feed or IG video. Only select IG video if you are posting a video that's over 60 seconds long. If you're posting a image, carousel, or video that's under 60 seconds long, then you can just select Instagram feed. So make sure that you are selecting the applicable Instagram account if you have more than one on your Creator Studio backend. And here is where you are going to upload your caption, upload your content, and enter any details relevant about the post. So if you're just uploading one photo, then you will just upload the one photo that you are sharing. But if you're uploading a carousel, then you will just select the multiple photos that you want to be in the carousel. So after you've uploaded your photos, you can then change the order that the carousel goes in if you wish. So to do that, you would just change the numbers at the bottom. So the first post would be number 1, the second post in the carousel would be number 2, and so on. And then after I upload my caption in the caption section, I can add a location if it's relevant. I can also tag anyone here by just selecting the icon, the tag icon, the person with the tag, and I can search for the account that I want to tag. I'm just going to use my Instagram account as an example. Just note that these tags don't cross over to each photo, so you are going to have to individually tag each photo in the carousel. If you would like to change the frame of the photo, you can do that directly on Creator Studio. You can change that to landscape, vertical, or square. My photo is currently square, so I'm just going to leave as is. And if your Instagram account is connected to a Shopify or BigCommerce store, essentially if you have an Instagram shop, then this is where you can also tag your products in your photos. And over to advanced settings, that is where you can choose to turn off commenting. But this is also where you can write alt text. I do recommend writing alt text, not only because it makes your post accessible to more people, but because Google favors content with alt text in search results. So I think it's always a good idea to add alt text. So once you're ready to schedule or publish your post, you will scroll to the bottom, and the blue button to the right is where you are going to schedule or publish or save the post as draft on Instagram. Before that, though, you'll see an option to post to Facebook. And if you select this checkbox, then that means that what you've created here is going to translate over to Facebook's backend, which is a great time saver for you, so you don't have to recreate what you've done here. Just note that Facebook has a separate scheduling option. So you'll have to choose that button that says schedule just under the post to Facebook. And that is where you can choose to publish, schedule, or save it as a Facebook draft. It's easy to assume that when you schedule or publish the post on Instagram, it's going to do the same thing for Facebook, but it doesn't. So just make sure that you are setting your own conditions for Facebook. So now when I refresh the Creator Studio page, I can see that my Instagram post is scheduled. It took a second, but it's there. And if I just select the three dots to the left of scheduled, this is where I can view the post so I can see how it's going to show up on Instagram. And I can also choose to make any edits here. And if I want to quickly navigate to Facebook to check how the post is there, then I would just select the Facebook sign on the top left, and I would go to my pre-published posts, and this is where I can see that my post is scheduled. All right, so now I'm going to show you how you can schedule a post as a reel on Instagram. So right now, all video formats, except for stories, are considered reels. So IGTV is done, and regular feed posts are now just classified as reels on Instagram. So to publish a reel, I'm going to go over to Create Post again, and I'm just going to select Instagram feed post because, again, my video is not over 60 seconds long. So the problem with my current video is that it's not in the ideal reel format, which is a 9:16 ratio. If I were publishing this directly from the Instagram app, then I could scale the video and it could show up as the proper reel format. But Creator Studio currently does not have that option for posting a reel on Instagram. So my best solution is to reformat your video as a reel before uploading it into Creator Studio. And I like to use a free platform like canva.com to do this. When in canva.com, you want to navigate to the top right where it says create a design, and you're going to search for an Instagram reel template. Under uploads, I'm going to upload my video file. Once it's downloaded, I'm going to drag and drop the video into the reel template. And by double clicking, I can change where the video is displayed. Once I've adjusted the display to where I want, I am going to go to share at the top right and select download and make sure that it's downloaded as an MP4 video. Once that's done, I'm going to go back into Creator Studio and upload my video again, this time as the proper reel format. And from here, it's very similar to our previous regular post on Instagram. I'm going to include my caption. I'm going to include a location if it's relevant. I can add any tags. And if I navigate over to the right side under cover image, this is where I can choose which part of the video the image is going to, or the video is going to display. You also have the option to upload your own photo as the display image. And then if you head over to advanced settings, this is where you can turn comments off if this is something you wish to do. And once you're ready to schedule your reel, you will follow the same steps as I showed you before, which is going to the blue button down on the bottom right. You want to select the arrow to schedule, publish, or save the post as a draft in Instagram. And if you want this content to translate over to Facebook, then check the checkbox under the post to Facebook, and then independently, separate from Instagram, choose to publish, schedule, or save the post as a Facebook draft. Just keep in mind that if you check this box, then this post is going to publish as a regular Facebook video and not a Facebook reel. So if you want to post it as a reel, then I would skip checking this box and you can follow the next steps that I'm about to show you on Facebook Creator Studio's backend. And when I refresh this page, I can see that my reel is scheduled and I can actually view what the post is going to look like on Instagram. And then if I hop over to Facebook's end, I will see this post scheduled under my pre-published posts. Just note again that it is currently published as a Facebook video. So to publish this video as a reel, then I'm going to show you that in this next step. So to publish your reel on Facebook, you want to be inside the Facebook end of Creator Studio. You're going to navigate to Create New on the left side. And on the drop down, you can select Create Post or Create Reel. you'll see they both lead to the same thing, so it doesn't really matter which one you choose. So here is where you're going to upload your post, copy, any details, etc. So when you upload a video, you'll see an option to publish your video as a reel by selecting Go to Reels Composer. And this section takes you to the same place as selecting Create Reel when you go to create your post. And here's where you will add your caption. And then when you move down to edit, you'll see the original video you uploaded and an option to change the video to a 9:16 frame. And it looks like it works, but unfortunately, it just didn't. It didn't work for this video, and it doesn't always work. So my solution here is to upload the video that I had reformatted to a reel format in Canva. If you missed that section, just go back in the video or check the timestamp below. And now I'll go back to Reels Composer again. I will re-upload the video again in the proper reel format. And so after filling out the details, I can select publish and schedule my post or save it as a draft. And then when you refresh the Creator Studio page, you should find your scheduled reel under Reels. So to schedule or publish a regular Facebook post or multiple photos, you will select Create New, again, from the Facebook Creator Studio homepage, and then select Create Post. You will add your photos, and you can also individually edit each photo to change the frame or add a filter. Here's where you can add alt text, which, as I mentioned before, I do recommend because alt text helps your photos be more accessible and do better in search engine results. And this is where you would also be able to tag products if you set that up in your backend and if you have an e-commerce store connected to Facebook. After you select save, you'll be taken back to the page where you can fill out the rest of the details. Here's where I'm adding my caption, and I can also add a location if it's relevant. If this post is sponsored and you're collaborating with another account or brand, then you can simply search them in the tag sponsor section. Here's where you can get specific with your distribution settings. You can actually select a date to stop showing your post on the Facebook newsfeed. I only really imagine this is relevant for time-specific events, but you can make that call. Newsfeed targeting is also an option. Again, this is not something I've used before, but if you feel your post is only relevant to a certain Facebook audience, then it's something you might want to explore. If you want to add a feeling to your post, you can do that. I think it's kind of a fun way to express whether you're happy or excited, especially if you're launching a new program or product. And you can also choose to boost your posts, which means paying to turn your posts into a Facebook ad to get more exposure. I do recommend doing this through Facebook Ads Manager, which I will leave for a separate tutorial. The next step is to schedule your post, and you will then find it under your pre-published posts. So that is it for the tutorial on how to schedule or publish a post and reel on Instagram and Facebook using Creator Studio. If we're being honest, it has some great advantages, but it's not without its flaws, specifically when it comes to scheduling reels. So yes, there is room for Creator Studio to improve, but it is also a free platform. And if you can manage your time easier by scheduling and preparing your content ahead of time to automatically publish, well, then some of those hiccups might just be well worth it. Anyways, that's it for today. If you have any questions, please drop your comments below. If you like this video and want more educational e-commerce and digital marketing content your way, then hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.